Alrighty, everybody. I think we fixed our struggle. Hashtag pick a struggle. Let's see. I'm not seeing me be live yet. Oh, here we go. Oh, hello, random person who popped up like immediately. Composer _0. What's up? Alrighty. So, on the docket today, we are going to be working on some circuitry stuff. And then we are going to try to tackle at least one lead code problem, maybe a couple. Sometimes I get in a roll. Just depends on what's going on. And then we are going to be hunkering down for a Calc 3 or linear algebra lesson. I haven't really decided. Or Calc 2 brush up. Skill refresher. I actually might do that as well. So either going to do a Calc 3 or linear algebra lesson or Calc 2 skill refresher for myself, but you guys are welcome to learn along with me. But first things first, I want to practice my circuitry type stuff. And with that, I actually have, let me switch to this view. So currently I've been working on this little stepper, or this is a servo, but this little stepper deal. I have the double stacked breadboards just because the buttons don't really like to sit neatly on the bottom one. So I just put them up top to make it easier. Essentially what we got going on here is that we have my little servo and we have a capacitor bridging the gap between the negative and the ground and the 5-volt pins there to help smooth things out, to help prevent some jittering. And then we have the buttons connected directly to ground, and then also the digital pins 2 and 3. And then I'm relying on the pull-up resistors inside the Arduino itself to help smooth out those guys, which is why I don't have any external resistors on them. And for my code here, let me see if I have my GitHub here. I do. Let's get you guys back here. So with my GitHub, I have my autonomous underwater vehicle project here, which is my big boy, but I haven't really made a ton of progress with him. So we are not going to do that right now. I had to buy a couple more parts before I could really work on it in earnest, and I've finally figured out what those parts are. So in the next week or so, I should be able to work on that more directly. But for now, we're just building some mini skills with my little mini projects. And currently, I am practicing and learning more about servos and servo stepper, or just servo functions in general. Here I have my, what would this be called? Repository? Yeah, it's repo. Yeah, repository for my code I've been working on. And before, I was having to go to set angles when I would press the buttons. But now I am doing it so every time the button is pressed or held, it will be either moving it left by subtracting the position, the degrees by 5 units every single time it's pressed, or when it's held every 150 milliseconds. Same thing for right, it will increase the angle by 5. And if you press both buttons, it'll shoot to the center. Let's see if I could show you all how it's currently working. And I also have it printing out to the serial monitor just for debugging and just to check that everything's working properly. For the serial monitor, it should be showing 0, 0 when not pressed. So 0, 0 when not pressed. And then when the left one's pressed, it should go 1, 0. If they're both pressed, it should go 1, 1. And if it's just the right one pressed, it should be 0, 1. And the position gets updated every time the button is pressed or it is changed. At least it should. I haven't run into any major issues with that yet. It's pretty simple at the moment. But let's go ahead and get this Arduino plugged in and I could show you all. Ooh, and actually since the code already should be there uploaded, I can just power the Arduino directly and I don't have to really mess with it. So I can keep all my stuff plugged into my computer because I'm maxed out on my USB connections. Hopefully this doesn't blow up the Arduino. I'm pretty sure using a cell phone charger with my little USB here should work. Let's go ahead and switch views back to... Oh, beans. I don't have my laptop plugged in. I was like, gosh, why is my power draining so quickly? I am a certified laptop enjoyer, which is why I had to have it plugged in. Okay. Alright, hopefully you don't hear a pop here because I have not actually tried powering this with a phone charger type, wall outlet being plugged into the USB. I believe it should be fine. My understanding is it should be fine, but we should see. So here we got the little servo guy here. And let's see what happens if I plug this in directly. Okay, nothing's popping yet. Now, when I hit the buttons, I'll try right first. It should go to the right. Oh, well, I guess stage left or right, I don't know. But this is going the right direction, and this is the max angle. And if I hold down the left side, it should go the opposite way, moving by 5 units every time. And if I hit them both, it should go in the middle. It's a little finicky, though. There we go, and it goes back to basically the middle. Alright. So that's kind of what I was practicing before. If I hit the button one at a time, it'll move in small increments till it maxes out. Same thing with the other direction. But when I hit in the middle, it goes instantly to that way. Which is just, how I got it working out. I just wanted to practice kind of the control logic there with that, so when I do get to my submarine, it'll kind of help me learn more about the steering part of it all. Now, looking back to the code, I have to figure out what else I want to do with this, because I do want to iterate on this a bit more, but it's also not necessarily teaching me the skills I need to be learning right now. So it's like, do I want to play with the fun toy, or do I want to learn what I got to be learning? And that's not always the easiest little choice here. What else is there to play with? There's LEDs, which making it light up would be cool, but it's not really a major priority. Do I have any other toys in here that would be fun? I guess what I'll go ahead and do is switch back to my data logging practice, because I don't know if I could really do anything that interesting with this at the moment. So I think I'm going to pass on messing with this guy a bit more. And I want to get back to my temp display menu, which means I'm going to have to do some rewiring here. Here's the ugly mess right here. Here we go. This is what the view I need. And it's not perfect, but it's what works. And let's see if I could get this set up in a nice way. What does this look like if I turn this on? Nothing? Okay. Let me get this here. Hold on. This will go down to here. Browser. Okay. I don't know why my other one isn't working, but this is fine. All right. So y'all are seeing this. Let me actually change this up a bit. Here we go. Yeah. So here's what I want to be focusing on. Does it show my mouse on here? I don't think it does. Oh, anyways. So, I do here. So this guy is what I'm going to be wiring this guy to look like now. Because the servo is fun to play with, but it's not what I need to be working on. What I want to be working on right now, or not want to be, what I need to be working on for the purposes of building skills for my main capstone sort of project with the underwater vehicle, is I gotta be learning how to log data in a readable file format so that once I do have my sensors hooked up to my submarine or AUV, autonomous underwater vehicle, I really don't know what the proper term is, but I like saying submarine for conversational purposes. So for this purpose, we'll call it submarine. If you see it on a resume, it will be called an AUV because it sounds cooler and it's probably a little bit more of a technically correct term. But I need to practice data logging into at least a CSV file in order to do what I need to do. And for the submarine, the capabilities I want to do is have it be able to autonomously pilot itself using both the sensor data as well as data from the front camera. I do want to have a onboard AI at, what do you call it? Edge AI? I don't really know what the term is right now for it. And that's going to be handling real-time image processing to understand if there is a object of interest in the camera. And then if there is, it will go ahead and log that information. Okay, there's some silly stuff I did here that I want to probably clean up a bit. Okay. I'll put the LCD screen on last. Actually, I don't need to put it on last. I'm looking at this. I'm trying to see, because I remember there's a ways I could improve this guy where I may not even need 2 breadboards. I also don't know if that will strictly be beneficial for me, because I've really been digging the space of the 2 breadboards. I might even honestly buy some more and make just like a super long one, because that would be quite nice. Quite nice indeed. Alright, this guy's getting set up. I will set him up like this. I wish there was a way to make this part more engaging for you all. I guess I'll put the screen on last because it's kind of blocking your view, and I don't want to do that. Like High School Musical, we're all in this together. Alright, let's start with the temperature sensor, if I could find it. Look at this mess. It's a bit of a search and find. If you do see it, please holler, because your boy is blind. But hey, blind does not mean you can't do things. There you go, TMP 360Z is what I got. And when you're looking at this guy, so look here. So you see here how there's a rounded end and a flat end. Ooh, off the top of my head, I believe this is true. I'm trying to think. I believe it is on the, when you're looking at the flat side, It's the right leg, which is when you're looking at it. So the right leg when facing it, which is this one. This is ground, middle is the signal wire, and then this one is the 5 volt or the, I don't know, let's call it power for now. As you can tell, I'm lacking some of the vocabulary, but I'm working on that part of it all. All right. And then let's go. So let's get this guy here. All right. And then I'll have yellow go ahead and be my... Oh, green's longer, though. Does orange make it all the way over there? Okay. I'll have yellow be my power, my positive, my 5 volt, whatever it may be called. Have that go to this pin. All right. And then we will have orange, door hinge, porridge. That one will be going to the ground. You've been grounded, son. Ooh, or do I want a little red guy? Can a little red guy fit? Let's do the red guy. Yellow's a bit overkill. We will be doing the red guy as our positive. Oh, shoot, but I need to use a lot of the reds for that. How many red guys do I have? I don't have enough red guys for my purposes. I think... So I'm trying to get better about making these things pretty. Let's do yellow for power. Yeah, that's fine. It's a bit long, but hey, if you got the length, you might as well use it. Am I right, fellas? Okay. And then who's longer, yellow or green? Green is longer. I'm not going to connect to green yet. Green I'm going to be using here for... I wish my... Wait, does my... Oh, mouse does show up. It's just really tiny. Okay. So green I'm going to be using for the signal pin here. It's going to go down to A0 for the analog inputs. I don't even know if it's a signal pin, but this little thing. For the middle one, it's going to go to A0, and I'm going to use a green wire for that, so I'll hold off for the moment. Now, wiring up the LCD is actually miserable, so let's go ahead and get her done. I'll be using... I guess the colors do matter a little bit here. So I do not want to mess this up. I believe ground goes to 1 on the LCD. Ooh, maybe it'll tell me on the back of it. I don't think it does, though. Oh, okay. So 1 is the ground. Because it will say on the back of the screen, I think I have it flipped, which is not great for you. But you see where my pinky is. It has GND. For you, it's backwards, but trust me, it is there. So 1 is ground. One I'm going to have plugged in slightly over here. Okay. Now 2 is VDD, which I don't know what that stands for. But I'll be using a potentiometer. This is going to help with adjusting the display brightness for the LCD screen. And let's look at this. Okay, actually for VDD, I think I want to have that hooked up to the 5 volt. I'm not exactly sure, but for the moment, I will be doing that. And I'm going to mix this up just because I might as well keep it consistent. Yellow is actually going to go be my 5 volt. I'm going to switch that to the second pin here where this green one is. So this yellow one that's right here is actually going to be orange. And I'm going to have this green one here turn into yellow. Because on the opposite side, that's what I did here. And I might as well keep it consistent. That way, in like a real world setting, you know, people don't get shocked or blown up on accident. Consistency has value somewhere, I'm sure. Do I already have a bent orange? I always feel bad when because they come super straight like this. And then you kind of bend them out of shape. It's like, why are you all bent out of shape? And it's because I am a bad owner to my wires. But hey, if you got them, might as well use them. Man, I'm just happy for like the day that I could kind of just know all this stuff off the top of my head, hopefully, where I don't need to, you know, follow like instructions like a Lego set basically. I want to become more of an artist instead of a, you know, replicator or a copier. And I hear that sort of thing comes with time, but sometimes you want the time to be a bit quicker, you know? So I'm trying to also build patience because it is a virtue, allegedly. That's what they tell me, at least. Okay, and getting these all lined up is a bit of a pain. So, see how this has like the 3 legs and it's 2 on the outside, 1 in the middle? I'm trying to have it so the middle one lines up with, let me just double check this lineup. I'm pretty sure the middle one goes to 3. Which is here. 1, 2, 3. Yes, okay. Middle one goes to 3, so I want to have that line up if possible. I can't wait to have my camera setup fixed, or just set up a bit better for the audience. That way you all could feel like you're participating a bit more in this process. There we go. So I have orange for my ground, yellow for my hot wire, my 5 volt, whatever you want to call it. And then I have my middle pin for my potentiometer hooked up there. Yeah, that looks good. And then, I guess I do want to move this to the side a bit. All right, I'm just going to move everything down 1 on my breadboard. Because I'm realizing why I did it over here. That's just to have things line up a bit more conveniently. So I'll move everything down 2. Sounds about right. I said, ooh, I'm blinded by the light. Do 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 do. I've been watching a lot of Office clips lately, and they have kind of brought me back in the mindset of just doing Office quotes for everything. And although he's arguably my least favorite character, Sir Andrew Bernard does have a lot of fun, like, vocal stim type things. Like how he goes, "Ru-di-di-di-di-doo, ru-di-di-di-di-doo." Or calling everybody Big Tuna. I recently saw the clip where Kevin was on his, you know, why say many word when few word do trick. And that one honestly speaks to me. And I've actually gotten a job based off making that joke to my hiring manager. So if you find yourself a millennial employer, you might as well throw out a couple Office jokes, maybe some Harry Potter jokes. Hell, maybe even try a Pokemon joke if you think they'll be into it. All right. So this yellow jumper here is going to the positive, and this is going to go to ground, this orange one. And that's just what I'm following currently. I said, ooh. Also, I do think I'm the funniest person I know. Not the funniest person I know, but I do laugh at myself because today I made some funny Snapchats where I, the meme where it goes, all women are queens, and then some guy comes out the bushes like, if she breathes, she's a thought. So I put some effort into making some creative snaps for my friends based off of that, and it got a pretty warm reaction, except for one of them was like, "You're very interesting, Nick." And you know what? In a world full of dull people, I'm okay being somewhat interesting, as boring as I may be. If I can be called interesting, I will take it. Cause chat, you gotta take what you can sometimes. Man. Do you think Yoda wipes his ass? I gotta think when he was in, Dagobah, just chilling out there in the middle of some sort of bat cave, like you just know that thing stinks. Hey, maybe controversial opinion, but I just don't think Yoda wipes his ass personally. Um, sorry, just texting, bad habit. Alright. Sorry, I just was texting the missus. JK, I am not married, but if things work out, one day, brother, one day we'll get there. One day, one day, one day. Alright, we're going to use our red connectors. We're going to get this hooked up to our digital pins. Yeah, let's follow this map. Let's go 7 to 4. Which is before this little yellow jumper I put on there. Can that even reach? Yeah, I can. Oh, I wish they put the row numbers maybe towards the middle here. Because they get so easily covered up by things on the outside, but or at least having them on both sides. Because then that would make this actually way easier to follow. Which is funny because I wired it up myself, but it's like if you already have the answer, you might as well follow it. Because I did the hard work of getting this all set up when I first made the stinking circuit. But there's just no shortcuts to the painful process of wiring all this silliness up again. So thank you all for sticking with me, all the nuns of you. Let's see. Hey, or actually, I don't want to be insulting if there's anybody here. Let's see. I might get lucky. I've got, hey, nobody. But it's okay, because I got me, myself, and I, which is at least 3 people. Hey, if you're streaming to nobody, maybe eventually you'll become a somebody, is what they say in my head. And who am I to disagree with the voices in my head? Am I right, chat? Oh, shoot. Okay. Now I don't want to mess up the counting because there is a 1, 2, skip a few going on here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 7, 8, 9, 10 is all empty. See, I remember 12. So 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Well, I guess it is 11. Okay. Is it red? Red. Brick. It's fun. Okay. So we got 7. Wait, no. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Put in the wire. And we go down to 8. Yeah. Then we just kind of count up from here. Okay, 8 should go there. Imagine if I plug this into my LCD screen just freaking explodes. Liquid crystal death, am I right? Alrighty. I said, hey, where's my red wires? My wires! The wires, Mason, where are they? The wires, Mason. And now we're just kind of counting up. I got 11 here. 12 is going to go into digital pin 9. D9. Ooh, wait, hold up. Oh, 11 went into D9. D10. Yeah. 11 went into D9. 12 is going into D10. Have, I think, one more red wire, maybe 2. And then 13 is going into D11. I should have one more red wire, but I'm not seeing the red wire. Red Rover, please bring the red wire over. No, where's my red wire? Do I have my red wire? My red wire, where is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this feels wrong. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I guess 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, okay. I guess it's just the image. I thought there was one more, but the numbers line up. My memory does not. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to use this orange wire. It's going to go to D12. These people don't even know the name of my band. They go da 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 and they want to hold hands. My band, my band, my band, my band, my band. Shout out to D12. Okay. I forget what resistor I need. What's this one? This is what? Brown, black, black, red? What is this backwards? Red, red, black, black. Gold, brown, I think. Which I believe is a 220 ohm resistor. I could be wrong. If we're going to focus. Yeah. So I believe that is a 220 ohm resistor. That is... Ooh, I don't know what this is connecting. Okay, that's fine. I'll figure that out. Oh, actually, I can look at a different angle. It looks like it's going to positive, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Because you can't see the yellow jumper here, but there's a yellow jumper right there, apparently. Okay. And that is going on this one, which I forget which wire number this is. But we shan't worry about it. We shall not, we shan't. We shouldn't, ain't. These are... You think, as an electrical engineer, I'll ever run down to Electric Avenue? And then they'll take me higher? Okay, Twitch chat. Let's see. Do 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 do. My band, my band. Hey, my dog. Hey, little doggy dog. I don't want to get her excited because I don't want to take her out to go bathroom. Do 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 do. You know what? I could put my little stream on my phone. Why not? Boost those viewership numbers up a bit. Pretend like I'm the #1 Twitch streamer in the world. The goat. All right. Sorry for that, guys. But the draw of technology is just too much. Hard to resist. Got my stream. Taking it out. Okie dokie. How's my battery life? 30%. Okay. Focus up, Nick. Focus up. We got the resistor. We need the yellow jumper wire to connect the power. I got the magic in me. Honestly, what is electricity other than magical pixies jumping around in the wires? Electrons or some other thing you say? Bull crud. They are magical pixies floating around in the wires that sprinkle their magic onto our electronics. And that's why they call it science. Alrighty. Oh, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Man, one day I will be the GOAT at this. For now, I am just the veal. Where is my orange? Orange, door hinge, porridge. I've used 2 orange. I think I might just have 3. Oh, shoot. Oh, bless me. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Bless you, my child. Bless you. I got the sniffles. I don't got the magic in me. I got the sniffles in me. I should really have like background music on this. You know what? Let's grace chat with some background music. Not only that, I'll play my favorite little track. Let me check this out. I'll put it on my tab over here, my secret little sausage tab. All right. This is called the No Sleep Mix by Suicide Sheep. It's a chill mix, according to them. Okay. This might be a bit loud still. Let's see, where's Twitch? Let's check this out. Let's check this out. Let's check this out. Oh, I was wondering why my mic wasn't coming through, but it's because I had it muted because I'm a silly guy. Alright, let's check this out. Hold on. I guess I need to look at my phone. Test, test, hello, hello.
Test, test, hello, hello. Test, test, hello, hello.
Okay, I don't have my audio mixing the best, and I'm not the happiest with it, but it should be good for now. Sweet Pea, I don't want to take care of you at the moment. Hold on. Please, Sweet Pea, please. Let me adjust the volume for myself. Hold on. Apologies. Oh, shoot. They used to have such a convenient way to like mix it in Windows, and they got rid of it. Oh, here we go. Alright. This should be fine. Okay. What am I making? Oh, first time chatter, Avos 1136. The light of my life. Let's see. So, Avos, I am just actually recreating the little temperature sensor that I had made a couple days ago because I want to practice how to store the data I find with the temperature sensor. So I'm just rewiring it. I'm almost done. And I'm trying to make it a little bit more pretty and a little bit better with everything color coordinating. But yeah, so this is the stream setup. There's my dog. Oh, I think this is the worst timing because I have to go take the dog out, I'm pretty sure, like right now, which is the worst. But I'm also following this picture here that I got on my screen. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, ooh. Okay. So yeah, I'm doing this picture on my screen here. And I'm almost done with all the wiring. In fact, I think I'm done with the bulk of it. Now I just have to get the buttons set up, which I wasn't planning on copying the buttons way over here. But I think that's what I must do. Yeah, because space is a bit cramped. Sweet Pea, you turd. I don't want to take you out. Little jerk muffin. Little grasshopper. Little stinkfish. Yeah. But anywhoozers, yeah. So it's not the most exciting thing yet. Honestly, I can't promise it's gonna be the exciting ever. But it's what I got going on. And like Stacy's mom, I've got it going on. I really do hope all the volume is okay. Righty. Hi, Avos. Hello. For a second, I thought my mic was muted. That would have been silly. Making a temperature sensor with menu functionality. Oh, I'm not logged into my Twitch. This is so silly. Anyways. I can't type in my chat in my OBS. I have to type in Twitch chat in Chrome, which is way more inconvenient. So silly. Alright. Let's focus up here. So I got this, I got this, I got that. Now I have to connect it over to this other breadboard. So we got to go. Ooh, actually, in fact, let's be. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. All right. Okay. Gotta make sure my dog's still there. As soon as my dog walks away, then that's how I know I'm gonna have to run before she makes my carpet go from white to brown, and not in the fun way. Okay. What do I got? Yellow is my power. Yeah. Yellow I'm using for positive. Orange I'm using for negative. I have a couple more orange. This should work out. Again, I'm not the best at making things pretty. I'm more of like a make things work kind of guy. And then I tend to outsource the making it not pregnant, pretty. Temperature sensitive. Made this a couple days ago. I want to practice. Yeah, so I actually made this a couple days ago, but I do want to practice with some other functionality. Basically, I'm going to be taking the temperature readings that the sensor spits out, and I want to be saving those into a file, and that is a bit of a process, allegedly, and certainly something I don't have much exposure with. So that's what I want to practice a bit more as I get into this, John. Let's see. Do I have any more reds? I don't. The reds are dead. Rest in peace, reds. If you're one of the reds, can you put an L in the chat? Alright. No more reds. Rest in peace. I cry. Okay. The dog has not made a code brown. We are good still. If it reaches code brown, then we will frown. All right. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? So we got this all connected up. It is looking a bit better. We have to still connect a couple wires, connect the buttons, but we are almost there. Okay, where do I want my buttons to sit? I could have them. Let's do it the long way. Make me some buttons, but the long way. The long way. The long way. Oh, shoot, he made his buttons the long way. The long way, Squidward. He did it the long way. Oh, actually, you know what? The way I got it orientated, the orientation I have right now is actually a lot prettier. So I am forking with this. We're all having a knife time. Now I connect one side to ground. Oh, do I even need the power? I don't think so. No, I don't need the 5 volts. I don't even know why I'm messing with that. Oh, a buffoon. A buffoon, I tell you. I'm a buffoon. It is okay. It is okay, though. Look at me. I am the captain now. I am the captain now. Look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now. Alright. Honestly, this is way prettier than I wanted before. Oh, shoot. Down is digital pin 2, up is digital pin 3, I believe. I should note to self, label those things in the future for people who want to follow your schematics, you silly Billy. I guess it's as simple as changing one value in the code, which if they're doing this, they probably could gather. But I don't want to assume, because assuming makes a banana out of me and a banana out of you. Or something like that. I believe when you mess up a metaphor type thing, it's actually called a malaphor, which is one of my favorite words in the whole world, because I think malaphor is very funny. Like saying that you aren't the sharpest spoon in the shed. And Avos, I do need power. Power of the soul, power of the will, power of the mind. And we're working on that, one step at a time. I hope your day's going well, Avos. You seem like a studious type. I bet right now you're in the library studying your little butt off. And I appreciate that about you. Negative, negative, negative. Oh, beans, I need yellow, not oranges for the negative, because I have the breadboard flipped. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been watching some Stranger Things. You know, my breadboard's in the upside down. Oh no, Dios mío, I only have one yellow. I don't remember how to say yellow in Spanish. It's like amarillo? Is that brown? No recuerdo. Okay. I don't have more yellow, but I do have green. Oh, I'm sorry you have to listen to this. But, Avos, how is the music coming through? Can you hear like the kind of music in the background? It's supposed to be pretty chill. Let's see. Heroin addiction. Oh gosh. Sounds like a good time, but not for a long time. You know, one of these days, I want people to write a book about the fun parts of heroin addiction, not the sad parts. Huh. Oh, you're right about the audio not coming through. Here you go. The music should be coming through now. Let me know if it's reaching you. It's hard for me to tell what you're hearing, which is the unfortunate part. Okay, I think I might actually be all done wiring this up. Oh, and I got to connect the temperature sensor to A0, the analog pin right here, which connects to the middle pin of the temperature sensor. So let's get that done. A0, you're going to be green because you're a bit stretched out with the yellow. Green is a bit longer. So you're going to be a lean, mean, green A0 machine. Alright. Turn the music up a little bit, although it's not meant to be the main course for this meal. I want y'all to enjoy my buttery smooth voice. Am I right, lads? Okay. Okay, then plug in the LCD screen. I don't want to mess this up. Okay. So we find the leftmost wire. I definitely need to buy the stuff for my camera so I could show you guys all this stuff as it's happening. But for now, you just have to take my word that we're making progress over here. Let's show off the beautiful wiring work. Kind of looks like a mini bomb, but it's not, although I am thebomb.com. Honestly, compared to my normal work, this is fairly pretty. You can see the before up here and then the after. Not so bad, not so bad. I am happy with that. Okay, time for the not so fun parts. Let's get rid of this window. Oh, nope, not the left. The browser. Okay, in fact, I'll delete that source. No, actually, I'll keep that source. I'll delete Chrome. Remove. Yes. Okay. Now let's go to Arduino. And how should I do this? Oh, beans. I don't have it on this laptop. Oh, this is the problem with working with multiple computers, folks, is that you run into silly stuff like this. Okay. But this is also why we have GitHub repositories, because let's switch my screen over to the main stream. And with the GitHub repos, I actually have all my code stored here. So I'll go ahead and walk us through this once we get it copied and pasted back into the Arduino software, or the Arduino IDE to be more technical. I shouldn't look through all my files on stream, don't want to dox myself. Arduino IDE. Alright, so we're going to start a new sketch. Sweet. Okay, have my code copy pasted, and it should be all here. Let's double check. Yep, include liquid crystal, LCD, the display, and okay. Now walking through the code. I think I have notes. I do have notes. All right. So first off, we have this initializing the LCD pins to the corresponding digital pins, which is how we're going to help change the letters on the LCD display. And we map our buttons to the corresponding digital pins for the buttons. Here we have our initial stuff for the debalancing for the buttons. And basically what debalancing is when you press these little mechanical buttons up here. When you press these little buttons, what actually happens in several times in milliseconds is that the buttons actually kind of bounce back and forth. So you get multiple signals. So by having this 150 millisecond delay here, it actually stops your computer from reading, all those bounces. It makes it so it's just one smooth button press. So it's just some extra stuff to help smooth things over, or else things get a bit jittery, and you don't really want that. You want it to have control. And this is the rest. I guess I could run over it another time. But this is the code I need to get over to my Arduino. Let me just double check that this compiles and there's no errors. There are no errors. I'm a genius. Okay. Alright, now I got to go ahead and upload this to the Arduino. I will lose my mouse for a second because I am all filled up on my USB slots. I need to get another USB hub type of deal. Okay. I got it uploaded. Things are powering on. And let's get this uploaded. Okay. All right. Oh, beans. The LCD screen is not posting. Oh, never mind, it is. I just had my potentiometer all the way off. Okay. Do I want it plugged into here, or let me rearrange my stuff because I want to show you all how it's working right now, and then we'll get into some other parts of it. All right. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Guess who got their swagger back? Guess who got their swagger back? Yeah. Oh, butter my biscuits and call me Sally. All right. Is it all working still? Yes, it is. Okay. So, I gotta make sure I get the right view on here. I want y'all to see my pretty face and my pretty fingers. Okay, here we go. Finger guns. Oh, my dog is still here. I gotta remember that my dog might have to go code brown. Oh, I have my view flipped on my laptop just to make it a bit more intuitive for myself, but I'll go ahead and flip it back so you all could read this. Oop, nope, 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 nope. There we go. All right, thank you, Avos. You are amazing. No OG supporter since day one. So if I go up, it should go to page 1. Oop, my hands look weird. Let me. It's more aesthetically pleasing. So you press the button. It should go up a page. Oh, kill me. It's not working. I repeat, the buttons are not working. How come? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué the buttons do not work? ¿Por qué? I have them plugged in. Oh, we have to do some debugging. Hey, I see some emotes in the chat. Those are cute. I never use the emotes. Let's see. How do you VIP somebody? Oh, no idea. For another day. Why are my buttons not working though? Okay. Let's think about this. I guess let's look back at the photo, at the diagram. May as well. So I'm definitely missing something silly. Alrighty. Okay. I might have to take a quick break here just to walk the dog, and I don't mean that in the crude sense. Literally gotta walk my dog. But I really want to figure out what is going on here. So I'm definitely missing something, I feel like. Do I have the buttons on wrong? Sometimes my buttons are messing up. Oh, do I have the... Oh, I think I do have... No, I don't have the serial plotter for the buttons. Oh, I don't want to put in a debugging thing. Okay. Alright, I think this is a good stopping point just to take a quick break and go take the dog for a walk. So I will be back.